What's happening, baby? This is the Flaming Sword, and I'm Khan C. Khan. The thing that I want to talk about is the Larry Hoover issue. The old man, the chief, you know what I'm saying? And the conversation about his release. And I feel like the reason or the narrative about his release and the release of a lot of OGs that have, you know what I'm saying, put in work and laid down groundwork for organizations, did time and had to get back out. But more so in the case of the old man, because we're talking about a guy who's been locked up since 72. Now the problem that I have with the conversation is that people always talking about, oh, if Larry gets out, he can galvanize the community. He could pull people together. He will make this happen. He will make that happen, so on and so forth. And, you know, from my perspective, I look at it like people are kind of like talking the same way that like the OG Bobby Johnson syndrome and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like OG Bobby Johnson put in his work, got out of prison, and then he had to prove himself all over again to motherfuckers who was younger than him, or, you know, former associates who don't feel like they got enough out of him when he was out, or how he earned this place in the world. And my position on that really is, it doesn't matter what the old man has to offer. It just doesn't matter. You know, what matters is that he gets out and experience a quality of life that a lot of guys who haven't accomplished the things that he's accomplished are out here living. You know, we got guys in prison right now, cell phones, hookups, fucking bitches, living life like they in prison. I mean, like they out in the world, like, and they think that shit cool. So to these dudes, they mythologize that on the aspect of like they don't have a problem with him being out, because as far as they concerned, life in the prison is the shit. But think about it, really, they're living better than him. Most of the people who claim to be under his banner are actually living a lot way better than he's living. He's at the bottom percentile of quality of life right now. The dude that we call our chief, the dude we call our leader, he's at the bottom percentile of life right now. You know, I'm out here taking a walk right now. Finna go hit up the motherfucking stove and tend to whatever desires I have. You know, he doesn't have that luxury. And that's my chief. Why are we walking around with our chief not having the same luxuries and quality of life that we have? Does he not deserve a higher quality of life than the one that he's been living since 1972? Irregardless of what impact he will have on the community. Because it's like a catch-22 argument. People are saying, yeah, you know, the pro Larry Hoover side is saying he could bring people together. And the con Larry Hoover side is saying, yeah, that's the point. He can bring people together. And that's why he's in jail, because they keep using his bringing people together against him. So I don't understand why people just keep beating this dead horse. The simple fact of the matter is that the man simply needs to be released. Just as simple as that. You know, we have, you know, us as a nation, men, we have evolved past the point where we should, like, with a clear conscience or with a clear, strong foundation of what we are as men, instead of talking about we need another man to pull us together. We have been equipped with the tools that we need to come together and do the things that we say that the old man would do if he got out. You know? Simple fact of the matter is that the old man's life as a gangster disciple is over with. Like, we shouldn't even be thinking about that. His life as a gangster disciple is over with. All you brothers who operate under growth development, you know, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't look at him as a leader, but like practically, there's really no way that he can even interact with, you know, with the growth development circle and faction anymore. There's really no way that he can interact with them. Definitely can't bring them together. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else is gonna have to bring GD together. Somebody else is gonna have to clean up the streets of Chicago. Somebody else is gonna have to. And as long as they're holding up, you know, the old man is this guardian angel who's gonna somehow pull all this stuff together, motherfuckers are really just feeding them the ammunition that they need, because in their book, that's the problem. I hope you guys have really gotten something out of this. Like I said, this is Kamsi and Kana, the Flaming Sword. Be blessings and be blessed. One.